bout is sanctioned under the auspices of the British Boxing Board of Control. The steward in charge is Mr. Charles Giles, and the WBA, the WBO, the IBF, and the WBO. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth is almost here, so let's go ahead and let's meet the fighters as we bring them to the stage for the official weigh-in. Introducing up first, the challenger. He stands 6 foot 4.5 inches tall. His professional record, 28 victories against 1 defeat. He has 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Sofia, Bulgaria, he's the former European, IBF International, and WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Kubrat, the Cobra Pulev.
The seasoned campaigner, Kubrat Pulev, only beaten once in a long career by, at that point, the unified heavyweight champion of the world, long-reigning Vladimir Klitschko. He was down a number of times in that fight, put away eventually times, throws a very sharp 1-2. And for
239.7 pounds for the challenger, Kubrat, the Cobra Pulev.
Well, it's very noisy here, but I think I heard David Diamante say 239 pounds, which should be even lighter than he came in against Hughie Fury, which is 240.5, a lot lighter than any of his other fights, and that tells you a lot about his preparation.
Yeah, he does look really lean, Chris. I wouldn't be surprised. It was very noisy there, but yeah, he looks in great shape.
And now making his way to the stage, the defending champion. He stands 6 foot 6 inches tall. In 2012, he captured Olympic gold. And now, as a professional, his record stands at 23 victories, with 21 of those coming by way of knockout. Against only 1 defeat, and that he avenged in the ring. Fighting out of London, England, he is the fighting pride of the United Kingdom. Here is the reigning, defending, unified heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua.
Well, made some real changes physically in the last 18 months. He went up to 254 pounds against Carlos Takam, around the same against Vladimir Klitschko as well, but he came in for the Ruiz rematch lean, 237 pounds, the lightest since he fought Denis Baktov as a novice pro in his first year in heavyweight boxing. When he come in around that kind of weight, between 237 and 240, you would expect him to. Kubrat Pulev coming in light, so we know for him speed is going to be crucial, and he certainly will probably feel his best chance in this fight is in the first 4 or 5 rounds, and you would expect at his age that when you start to creep after the midpoint, things could get difficult for him, as it did with Alexander Povetkin. When it's a physique just from the naked eye that is reminiscent of when he first turned professional, Darren.
240.8 pounds, 240.8 pounds for the reigning champion. 240 pounds for Anthony Joshua.
So 2 pounds lighter than he was against Joseph Parker, 5 pounds lighter than against Alexander Povetkin, only 3 pounds heavier than he was against Andy Ruiz Jr. in that rematch. But such a big, imposing figure, one of the best physique in heavyweight boxing, maybe since Ken Norton. But now it's getting a little bit spicy. They brought the big boys in for this. James Brown, you see on the right of the screen, big Neil Harding as well. And now Pulev's team, Turbo Pulev, is gone and completely lost the plot here, and our security team are having... And credit has to go to SAUK, our security team here. They've got the biggest
Anthony
guys
Joshua versus
and the most professional
Pulev.
guys around.
12 rounds of boxing for the Unified Heavyweight Championship of the world.
And they've utilised every single member of staff here, and they've done a fantastic job. You won't have seen some of the things that have just gone on in and around our studio. But my goodness, it has got spicy here. There's big Lewis Buller Watts on the left-hand side of the screen there. Well, it's been such a nice, calm build-up, Darren, but of course, at some point, it was bound to explode. But JoshuaPulev has been in relaxed form all week. He switched it on in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
We're so intrigued to know what they're talking about. They're punching each other's fists there.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well, I don't know who rearranged our light that was knocked over. Well done, and thank you to whoever it was. Because we'd have been half in light, half in darkness. But they're still going. I mean, the camera's on us right now, but there is the shot of Anthony Joshua in the foreground. JoshuaPulev is still talking. And he's talking with real malice. Pulev is saying it's not time, tomorrow I will show you.
You know I'm right, you know I'm better.